They want to be on the team for 2 or 3 years, and they work 24/7, whatever it takes to make sure that these airplanes are going to fly for you each and every performance. Let me ask, are you ready for the Blue Angels? That wasn't quite what we had hoped for. Let me try it one more time. Are you ready for the Blue Angels? That was much better, ladies and gentlemen. The next voice you hear will be the narrator for the Blue Angels. He is from Wamego, Kansas. He is Lieutenant Brandon Hempler. And it is my privilege to welcome to the Master Jet Base here at Oceana 2017, the United States Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you this, our 48th flight demonstration of the 2017 season. I'm Lieutenant Brandon Hempler, the narrator for the Blue Angels. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, hoping to inspire a culture of excellence and service to country. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated here this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but are refinements of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here in Oceana, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude in traditional Blue Angel formation so that you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which our Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Now, direct your attention to the ramp before you. Observe the military manner in which the 6 demonstration pilots approach their aircraft and are saluted by their crew chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 1, commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Los Altos, California, Captain Ryan Bernacchi. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Fremont, California, Lieutenant David Cruz. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Danville, California, Lieutenant Commander Nate Scott. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from McPherson, Kansas, Lieutenant Commander Lance Benson. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Atlanta, Georgia, Commander Frank Weiser. Flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Kennesaw, Georgia, Lieutenant Tyler Davies. As the crew chiefs assist the pilots into the jets, you are witnessing the teamwork found in every Navy and Marine Corps unit. The Blue Angels take a great deal of pride in personifying the Navy and Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. For more information on our support crew and pilots, we invite you to follow the team on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. There, you can get exclusive pictures and video, as well as a behind-the-scenes look at our organization and how we operate. The Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6F Hellcats. We continued flying Grumman Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, we transitioned to jet aircraft, with the straight-winged F9F2 Panther, the predecessor of the swept-wing F9F8 Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft, with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we received the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom, and flew this supersonic aircraft until 1974, when we transitioned to the A-4 Skyhawk. We are now in our 31st year of flying the combat-proven Boeing FA-18 Hornet. The pilots and crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power the F-18s. The noise level will soon become too high for you to hear a description of the check they will be performing. However, please note that each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angel maintenance personnel prior to this afternoon's aerial demonstration. The Blue Angels fly the Boeing FA-18 Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, versions of which have been operational throughout the fleet since 1983. degree of precision has become trademark of the Blue Angels since first established 71 years ago. 17 officers and over 100 enlisted personnel comprise the Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron. Pilots 1 through 4 fly in the diamond formation, displaying the precision flying required of Navy and Marine Corps aviators, while pilots 5 and 6 fly as solos, demonstrating the maximum performance capability of the aircraft. Once again, I'm Lieutenant Brandon Himmler from Wamego, Kansas, Blue Angel number 7 and the narrator for the flight demonstration, as well as the pilot for the key influencer and media personnel that we normally fly at each show site. Blue Angel number 8, Lieutenant Dave Steppe from Birmingham, Alabama, is the squadron's naval flight officer and events coordinator. Commander Matt Kaslik from the Woodlands, Texas, serves as the squadron's executive officer. Lieutenant Sam Rose, our maintenance officer from White House, Texas, is responsible for the men, women, and equipment that keep our aircraft flying. From Ocala, Florida, the Blue Angel flight surgeon is Lieutenant Commander Juan Guerra. From Cambridge, Massachusetts, our supply officer is Lieutenant Brian Pace. From Longmont, Colorado, our public affairs officer is Lieutenant Joe Muntz. From Scranton, Pennsylvania, our administration officer is Lieutenant Junior Grade Tim Hawkins. Our Boeing technical representatives are Mr. Jack Ralph from Fort Worth, Texas, Mr. Todd Lawson from Tigard, Oregon, and Mr. Landy Harnischweger from Nantucket, Massachusetts. Our information technologies POC is Mr. David Bone from Pensacola, Florida. They're on the runway now establishing the fingertip formation. They'll accelerate their engines to 85% power, carefully check their engine instruments, and give Captain Bernacchi a thumbs up, indicating they're ready to go. With the signal from each of his wingmen, Captain Bernacchi will call for the selection of afterburner, and the Blue Angel Diamond will initiate today's aerial demonstration. Accelerating to 150 miles per hour, he'll pull back on the stick, flying the formation into the air. Immediately after liftoff, Lieutenant Commander Benson will call for the landing gear and flaps to come up as he moves into the slot position, and they'll perform the Diamond Burner Go low transition on takeoff. Now, to your left, Captain Bernacchi calls, so on, off brakes now. Burners ready now, and the Blue Angel Diamond is rolling. As they pass the board, you will notice that the smoke is not visible along the engine turn afterward. To the right, Blue Angel number 5 is rolling. He'll complete the dirty roll on takeoff. execute a precise slow transition and pull the nose up vertically at 5 times the force of gravity and exit the flight line inverted to the right. Momentarily be making its approach from the right. In relatively slow speed flight, they will give you the opportunity to get a close look at the precision flying that produces the 18-inch wingtip and canopy separation between these 4 aircraft. From the right, the Blue Angel Diamond. The sensation of weightlessness or ballistic flight, similar to that experienced by astronauts in space, will now be felt by the 2 solo pilots. Approaching center point, Commander Wise and Lieutenant Davies will roll their aircraft to 90 degrees angle of bank and push forward on the stick as they perform the opposing knife edge pass. Pilots are approaching so you may get another look at their precision formation flying. From the right, at 350 miles per hour, the Diamond Flight Pass. The 2 solo pilots are approaching to demonstrate the inverted flight capability of the F-18. Approaching inverted from the left and right, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees crossing center point. The opposing inverted to inverted rolls. for their next flight. Unfortunately, on Captain Bernanke's command, all 4 pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 360 degrees as they perform the Diamond Aileron roll. Here's Captain Bernanke. Who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver demonstrated by the 2 solo pilots. To the right, Commander Weiser Lieutenant Davies will establish a mirror image formation, but look closely, for both aircraft are in the carrier landing configuration as they approach for a maneuver we call the Fortis.
I don't know if it's here.
For Navy and Marine Corps pilots who must land their aircraft on the small and sometimes pitching deck of an aircraft carrier at sea, slow-speed flight is just as important as high-speed flight. In order to demonstrate the 30 slow-speed landing characteristics of the Boeing FA-18, Captain Bernanke is called for the extension of the landing gear and tail hooks by the 4 Diamond pilots, while simultaneously Lieutenant Davies of Blue Angel No. 6 has turned his smoke on and will attempt to overtake the Diamond at center point at airspeeds approaching 600 miles per hour. From the left, the Diamond Dirty Clean Flat Pass. The 4 Diamond pilots approach once again. You should notice 2 significant modifications. While the wingman, Lieutenant Cruz and Lieutenant Commander Scott maintain minimum wingtip to canopy separation, the flight leader and slot pilot are both inverted. From the right, the Blue Angel double farmer. 5 and 6 are approaching the flight line at 400 miles per hour. Blue Angels 5 and 6 are converging on center point to demonstrate the rapid roll rate of the F-18's fly-by-wire flight control system. Crossing center point, they'll complete 2 consecutive rolls, totaling 720 degrees, with a closure rate of over 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal rolls. On his left wing. From the left, at 400 miles per hour, the Blue Angel left echelon flat pass. While Commander Weiser completes his rendezvous to diving to the right.
Clear call, scatter 1300.
To the right, Commander Weiser has joined the diamond in the line abreast formation. Still maintaining minimum separation, the 4 pilots must now align themselves by looking 90 degrees from their flight path toward Captain Manapi's aircraft. Approaching from the right at 350 miles per hour, the 5-plane line abreast flat pass.
In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone. Neath the halo of street lamp, I turn my collar to the cold.
To the left, Captain Bernanke calls for another formation change prior to detaching Blue Angel number 5.
Spider-Man's control. Batman moves things. Ideally, I don't see myself in always. She said that you wanna go, how much you wanna risk. I'm not looking for somebody with some superhero gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale place. Just something I can do to somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this.
Setting up for their next maneuver, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are converging on center point to demonstrate precision roll rate control. Crossing center point, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees, pausing after each 90 degrees rotation and crossing center point in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 4-point hesitation roll. Approaching center point, each pilot will report converge on center point with maximum closure and separation.
Limited, till it broke up and it rained down. It rained down like
In front of the crowd to the left, the diamond is rolling out to demonstrate the awesome power of these General Electric F404 engines. Let's listen as Captain Milani calls for the 4 Diamond pilots to simultaneously select full afterburner. As they pass over center point, you will hear and feel the thunder of 8 engines producing 128,000 pounds of thrust. To the right, Commander Wise and Lieutenant Davies are approaching to demonstrate the slow-speed handling characteristics of the Hornet in the clean configuration. They'll pass before you, virtually standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 on their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the fly-by-wire flight controls provide slow-speed handling that sets the Hornet apart in the air-to-air combat arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the Section High Alpha Pass. Conditions to fly each of our demonstration pilots on the 120 training flights necessary prior to our first public demonstration. Our show season opened March 11th and runs through mid-November. The Blue Angels will be performing 66 flight demonstrations during this season, while they fly 33 cities throughout the United States. The next portion of our demonstration will showcase all 6 aircraft in formation together. The Blue Angel Delta has been our signature 6-plane formation since 1958. In front of the crowd to the left, the 2 solo pilots are joining the Diamond to form the Blue Angel Delta. From the left, at 400 miles per hour, the Blue Angel Maneuvering Delta.
This can't be the
maneuvers and an in-depth look at our team and individual biographies, please visit our website or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. In front of the crowd, Captain Bernanke is rolling out the formation for a head-on maneuver. As they pass overhead, you should get a good look at our signature six-plane formation set used by the 5 wingmen. Directly before you, the Blue Angel Delta. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron represents a time-honored tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence spanning 106 years of naval aviation. The 2017 team takes a great deal of pride in saluting Navy and Marine Corps pilots, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the left, your 2017 Blue Angels. Whether it be a tactical jet, propeller-driven aircraft, or helicopter, each requires skills that naval aviators master. In order to perfect this skill, Navy and Marine Corps pilots spend a great deal of time in the landing pattern practicing carrier approaches. In front of you now, Captain Bernanke and his wingman will be demonstrating a simulated carrier pattern. Approaching the runway from the left, Captain Bernanke is ensuring that the landing checks have been completed and that each aircraft is in fact ready to land. Rolling out on final, they make constant power and line corrections, maintaining the optimum rate of descent for the proper touchdown point. pilots, as you've been watching perform here this afternoon, are but a small part of the Blue Angel team. The men and women in blue uniforms standing before you are members of the elite Blue Angel maintenance crew. Through hard work, many long hours, and unselfish dedication, they have each year for the past 71 years provided us with the aircraft availability necessary to perform these flight demonstrations. Having secured their engines, the pilots will simultaneously exit their aircraft on signal from Captain Bernacchi. It has been an honor and our pleasure to perform for you here in Oceana. This, our 48th flight demonstration of the 2017 season. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Kennesaw, Georgia, Lieutenant Tyler Davies. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Atlanta, Georgia, Commander Frank Weiser. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from McPherson, Kansas, Lieutenant Commander Lance Benson. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Danville, California, Lieutenant Commander Nate Scott. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Fremont, California, Lieutenant Damon Cruz. Flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Los Altos, California, Captain Ryan Bernacchi. Ladies and gentlemen, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the Blue Angels 2017.
Ladies and gentlemen,